Hi, welcome to today's classical cross training workout. Today's workout is a completely mat adapted workout, so we're going to be on the mat the entire time, no standing, no jumping, no anything. The purpose of this workout today is to offer a modified version for those of you who prefer not to go up and down from the ground, if there's any balance issues or anything like that. And then B, it also allows us to do a little bit more strength training in a supported way, make some of the transitions quicker since we're going to be on the ground the whole time instead of wasting time coming up and down. So it's twofold, and I hope you enjoy it today. The difficulty level for today is about easy to moderate. I did the workout earlier today, and I would say it's kind of squarely in that range. Depending on how heavy the dumbbells you use, it might feel a little more difficult. If you are only using water bottles for weights, then it might feel really easy. Okay, great. So for equipment, very simple. All we need is our exercise mat, something that won't slip. You'll want 2 dumbbells, and I'm working with 5s today. Some of you may feel like this is a little light, so if you have heavier ones, you're welcome to use those. And for a couple of the exercises, we'll be using 2 towels or gliders to slide on the ground. So just have those handy. And as always, I have my yoga blocks nearby for the stretching part afterwards. So if you have those, that's helpful. Today I'm going back to playing something live for you at the end for the breathing section. So hopefully that goes well. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start the music now. First, we're going to start with some cat-cows. So come into a tabletop position, wrists under shoulders and knees under the hips. Inhale to cow, exhale to cat. Inhale to cow, and exhale to cat. Good. And now we're going to do some bird dogs. So raise your left arm and right leg, and then bring them in towards each other, and then out and in, just like that. Good. We'll just keep doing this side for a little while. And then here at the turn, we're going to transition into a gate pose and then bring our elbow to our knee to the side. Good. A little bit of a stretch and a little bit of an activation at the same time. Good, so this is our little warm up here. Great. Okay, and we're doing some thoracic twists, so take your left hand to your ear, and then inhale, open, exhale, down. Inhale, open, exhale, down. So we're going to repeat this all on the other side when the exposition repeats. Good, getting some spinal mobility here. And here, now start with your right arm out, left leg out, and then bring them towards each other. Great. Making sure your abs are stabilizing your hips. Okay, and then transitioning to the gate pose. Now the other side, and then the elbow to the knee. You can tap the toe down if you want, or if you want to make it a little more challenging, don't touch the foot to the ground. Great. And then next we're going to do those thoracic twists now on the other side. So right fingertips to the right ear. Exhale down, inhale, open. Good. Okay, here comes the development. We're going to do knee planks with a tap to the shoulder. So take your left hand and tap your right shoulder. So you have to use your abs to brace yourself and not to tilt to the side. Okay, and soon we're going to grab our weight, and just grab that in your left hand, and then some rows here. Nice and narrow with the elbow going straight up next to your rib cage. Good. And when we hit the recap, we'll do a side plank. Almost there. And then here, coming down onto your elbow, and then lifting the hips up. If this isn't right for you, you can just stay in a gate pose. Great. Keeping your abs braced. Okay, and then now single leg bridges. So go ahead and take your left leg up and down. Great, and from here, go ahead and take that leg down to a diagonal and just circle it in one direction so that you're doing a little bit of a quad strengthening exercise here, and then circle it the other direction now. Great work. Keep your abs tight, and now keep the rest of your body very still. Excellent. Okay, and then now just roll to the side. Same leg stays up if possible, and then you can do some sideline leg lifts. So your hips are stacked right on top of each other, and then your leg is lifting as if you're balancing a teacup on the side of your foot. Try not to spill it. So we're here until the development and recapitulation repeat. This is one of the few Beethoven sonatas where he actually writes in a repeat for the development and the recap. So now we're in the same side plank, but on the other side. Good, and then coming onto our backs. Okay, and then now the other leg is up, and then you're going up and down with your bridges. Great, and now with the recap, go ahead, lower the leg a little bit, tiny circles in one direction. And then other direction. Okay, and then coming into your side leg lifts, we're gonna do this a little bit different order because I messed up. Forgot about the development exercises. Good. Okay, and then now we're going to come into tabletop, and we're going to do our rows. This time we're going to hold the weight in our right hand, supporting our weight with our left, just like this. Good. We're here until the left hand comes in with the cello part. Right here. Now stay on your left arm, and then just tap your right hand to your left shoulder. Here till the end of this movement. Excellent, great. So now we're on to the second movement, which is a little bit of a joke. So now we're going to do swimming. It's just going to be a series of cardio exercises on the mat. We're just going to kind of do non-stop movement. Each time the theme kind of comes back, we're going to change to a different exercise. We're going to do crab walks next. Okay. Like this. You can also put keep your seat on the ground. Or you can come up, tap opposite. Yeah, opposite shin or toe with opposite hand. Okay. Next, we're going to have seated slalom jumps. Good work. Okay, and so it's like you're hopping your legs to one side, and then your arms are like as if they're holding ski poles and pushing you along. Good. You can always lift your legs a little higher if you want to make it harder. Great. We're going to do alternating gate pose next. Like this, how we started before, and then now we're switching sides. We've done this before in another workout. You can go as fast or slow as you want. And when the theme comes back, we're going to do mountain climbers. Right here, mountain climbers. Knee up, up, up. Great work. And then we're going to finish off with some snow angels on our backs. You're going to get those towels and put them under your heels. It's almost like you're doing a jumping jack laying down. Like this. Okay. And then wide and zip. Good. If this bothers your back, you can always do this with bent knees. Just make sure your legs are a little further from your mat so you don't get caught. Great work, almost there. Use your abs. Excellent. Okay, grab your dumbbells. I'm going to turn down the music just a bit because the next piece is really loud. It's the Brahms. Okay. So on your back, chest presses. Like so. Excellent. So we're going to be doing 3 different sets of chest presses in this workout. Okay, and here we're going to change to dead bugs. So arms and legs up in the air, and then opposite arm and leg reach diagonally. Good. And then when the first theme repeats, we're going to do chest presses again, right here. You can go a little faster if you want. If you want to make it harder, just spend less time with your arms straight and don't rest your elbows at the bottom. Great. If you want to do push-ups as an alternative, you're always welcome to, as this gets too easy for you. Okay, another set of dead bugs right here. Opposite arm and leg. You're keeping your back in neutral, so you're not letting the back arch up when you do this. Use your abs to stabilize. Great. Okay. And then when we head into the second theme here, we're going to do marching bridges. We've done those together before. Okay, set your weights down, lift the hips up, and then you can have the arms up if you want to make it harder. And then just lift one knee up at a time. Try not to let your hips swivel, yeah, like that when you lift. Just try to keep the hips very level. Great. Okay, we're going to be moving to seated twist right here. So you can have your feet on the ground or floating, up to you. We're here all the way to the third theme. If your back is bothering you doing this, just set your feet down and do the same thing. That looks great. Okay. And then we're going to do CANCANs on our back. So knee in and straight kick. Knee in and straight kick. So I'm doing this with the resting leg bent, just for this first set. We'll repeat this later and you'll have another option then. Great work. Ooh, the hardest part of the piece. I should keep talking so you don't hear my mistakes. Good. Keep your abs tight. Almost there. When we get to the development, we'll have some ab work here. Almost there. Okay, you're going to make your way up into a kneeling position. We're going to do some genies. So abs are tight, braced, and you're just going to lean back from the knees, but not from the back. Okay, so everything is one line from your knees to the top of your head. Good, so your abs are bracing. You should feel the front of your thighs working and stretching at the same time. It's kind of a weird feeling. Good, if you want to make it easier, you can always put your arms in front to counterbalance the weight. If you want to make it harder, bring your arms closer to you. This looks great. Okay, and then we're coming into a boat pose. You have options here. You're going to float your legs up like so. You can hold on to the thighs. That's the easier version. Or if you want to make it a little harder, you can just let go and hold your legs up. Okay, make sure you're using your abs, that you're not straining your back. If your back does feel strained, just hold on to those legs. It's okay to give them a little help. And then when this repeats, we're going to grab those 2 towels, and if you have them, the yoga blocks, we're going to do these guys. The reverse plank tucks. Okay, so have your yoga blocks there. And then you're just going to slide your feet forward into a reverse plank and then back through. And we're here through the end of the development. It gives us a little time to transition. Great work. Make sure your abs are nice and tight. You're using your glutes to come up here. And once we hit the recap, we're going to do the chest press again. Okay, so I slide everything out. Grab your dumbbells. Come onto your back. And then you can do chest presses. This time, if you want to have your arms up, you can do that. Or sorry, your legs up to make it a little more difficult for your abs. Great, back to the dead bugs. Same thing as before. If this is too much with the weights, I should have mentioned this before, but you can always drop the weights off and not use them for this if it's too much for your shoulders or for your back. Great. And then when we get to the second thing, we're back to the bridge marching. Right about here. So drop off those weights. Lift up the hips. And you can have the arms up if you want. Great. Again, keeping those hips super stable. Looks excellent. here. If you want to use one of your dumbbells for more difficulty and more challenge, you can. Up to you. Otherwise, just clasp your hands together. Abs stay really pull tight. Belly button pulled in. We're here until that last theme. Great work. One more scale right here. Okay, drop off the weight. Come onto your back. Legs are straight this time. And then now you do your can-can from here with a straight leg. If this bothers your back, you can always do the bent knee version, yeah? But if this is okay for you, go ahead, keep the legs straight. Abs stay absolutely tight. Looking great. To the coda, we're going to do some vinyasas. I'll walk you through those right here. So you can be on your knees if you want, into a plank, exhale down, inhale baby cobra, and then exhale the child's pose. You can keep doing that if you want, or I'll demonstrate a harder version here. Exhale all the way down with the knees off the ground, inhale baby cobra, and then up to downward facing dog. Okay, I'll keep demonstrating that second version. Baby cobra, and then downward facing dog. Good. We have time for a couple more, and then we're on to our stretching. Great work, everybody. Excellent. Okay. So next we're going to move into some stretching. I'll get you started, and then we'll move into some live music as you get into the breathing part. So go ahead and come into a low lunge. So that workout flew by, right? Not too bad. All of these are meant to be express workouts. And then coming back into a straight leg, straightish leg, hinging from the hips for the hamstrings. Forward and back. Good. Come forward again, and then just go ahead and twist towards that front thigh. Good. Untwist, and then bring your hands both on the inside of that front foot. Bring that front foot out to the side a little and twist towards that thigh. Good. Same thing on the other side, so just do that lunge. And then twist. Good, and then bring the foot out to the side, and then glute stretch here. Okay, excellent. So now we're going to do our gate pose here. So I've used this soundtrack before, but I re-recorded two pieces. I re-recorded this one this week, and then I re-recorded the first piece, the first movement of the Beethoven Opus 78. I had sessions with my soundtrack consultant, soundtrack advisor, after I recorded the first time, and so hopefully there are improvements included now. Okay, great. Let's do your quads on your side right here. You can kickstand your foot if you want. You're holding one foot with the top hand. You should feel the stretch right here. And then other side. Okay, and then we'll do some seated stretches. So coming upright like so, as tall as you can, even if your knees have to be bent, just keep this tall. Good. And then from here, bring your left knee in and then turn towards it. Again, spine is nice and tall. You're doing a little spinal twist here. And then same thing, other side. Inhale, tall spine, and exhale, twist. Great work. Figure 4 stretch, cross one ankle over, sit up nice and tall. And then other side. Okay. Finally, you're gonna sit on a cushion or block if you want, just to be comfortable. This way, again, it allows our knees to be lower than our hips, which then allows our hips to relax. And we can do a inhale overhead and quick side bend here on this side. Nice long stretch. And then other side. Good, and some seated cat-cows. Okay, and you're going to set yourself up for some breathing. You can have your palms facing up, nice tall spine, or the way I prefer is holding your right hand inside your left hand. Both palms are facing up and then touching the thumbs together, and then just having that resting on your thighs. And then gently close your eyes, and we'll let this fade out, and I'll transition to playing this acoustically for you on my piano. So just keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Eyes can be closed if you like. Nice deep breaths, even inhale with even out exhale.